Story time on when I thought my mom was a genuine serial killer, submitted by Katrina. Now, to preface this story, I have to tell you I was only 8 years old. I was a latchkey kid and my mom was frequently working. We still have a pretty great relationship, it's just I didn't see her very often sometimes. I grew up in a household where it was me, my mom, and my older brother. And we all knew that my mom kept all the good snacks in her closet. I'm talking Oreos, Rice Krispie treats, the good kind of cereal. And she knew we knew. So one day when she was at work, I went fumbling in her closet looking for some Rice Krispie treats because they were my favorite. But in my pursuit to find them, I stumbled across her grown-up toy. I don't know what to call it so TikTok won't ban me, but we all know what we're talking about here. But I was 8 and I didn't understand that these weren't real body parts. So I seriously thought my mother had cut off some poor man's Peter Wacker and left it in her closet as a trophy. So I did the only thing my little mind could think: hide it. That way, if the police ever came looking for it, no one would know where it was but me. You'll never believe how my mom responded when she got home from work. To my utter surprise, my mother said nothing. Nothing at all. After a few days, I kind of got concerned. Maybe she hadn't noticed it was missing, or maybe she thought she destroyed it already. After all, she did tend to forget things a lot, and I felt like I did her a solid by getting rid of it in the first place. After a few days, I felt like I should be rewarded, so I made my casual trip to her closet for more snacks. After fumbling around a little, I found another one of her toys, and this is where it all began for me. In my little mind, she wasn't just a murderer anymore, she was a serial killer at this point, because apparently when I took her trophy the first time, she went and got another. She found another man, cut off his Peter Wacker, and had an entirely new trophy on her hands. The amount of guilt I felt was unimaginable, so I did the only thing I could think of. I told my older brother. I brought him the first toy that I found, gathered the second, burst into his room, and yelled, "Mom is a serial killer. I found her trophies," and I dumped them on the side of his bed. Now, instead of him explaining to me the situation, he actually went along with it and we made a plan to confront our mother. You'll never believe how she took it. When my mother finally got home, she was carrying a handful of groceries. My original plan was to put the toys on the table and ask her about them. However, my brother had another plan that he didn't quite fill me in on. As soon as my mother made it to the kitchen, he tossed one of her toys to her. It ended up hitting her in the chest and landing in one of the grocery bags. The conversation went something like this: "We found your trophies." "What?" "Your trophies, Mom. We found them in the closet." "What the hell were you doing in my closet, Curtis?" "I was just looking for snacks," I chimed in. "It doesn't matter. We found them and we want to know where the bodies are," my brother interrupted. My mom paused for a moment and looked at him before looking at me and then back at him. "Bodies?" she questioned. "Yeah, the victims that these belong to." My brother pointed to the other toy on the table. To my surprise, my mother burst into laughter. I mean, to the point where she was kneeling over and gasping for air. "Well, fine," she answered. "We'll have dinner, and afterwards I'll tell you the truth." I was ecstatic. After days of sitting on this, I would finally hear the truth from my mother herself. My mom, being so calm throughout the entire ordeal, nearly made the dinner unbearable. When we were eventually finished, my brother was the one who spoke first, basically asking my mom what was up. She put her hands on the table and basically said that she wanted to turn herself into the police and that she would make plans for us to live with my grandmother so that she could do her time in prison. From what I could remember, I started crying immediately, and I became almost hysterical when she pulled out her phone and started dialing. My brother ended up fake crying in the background when my mom finally got up from the table and started mumbling into her phone. When she got to the window closest to our front door, she stared into the distance as if she was really contemplating what our lives would be like without her, while I was in the background crying, telling her I was sorry and that I would never go in her closet again. After she finally hung up the phone, my brother walked over and told her she was doing the right thing, and then the doorbell rang, and my brother announced that the police were here. But before I was able to throw a genuine fit, my mother stopped me, got down on her knees and said, "See how bad this could have gotten, all because you went in my closet and touched and took something that did not belong to you. So while your moms would have punished you and been done with it, mine just decided to psychologically damage me to the point where I have never gone in her closet for anything since."
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you all doing? Guys, let me not complain, but I'm really getting tired. Somebody will be posting video every day by day. You guys will not be watching. This thing is not nice, so I don't want to talk much today. So if you have not seen this face before, my name is Pretty Sharon, because I'm pretty and I'm Sharon. So today I was going through TikTok and I saw this beautiful story. I said that I will not listen to it alone. I want you guys to watch it with me. So I'm prepping my nails because tomorrow I'm going to be posting video about how I do make my beautiful nail. Right now I've not done it. I just try to show you guys on clip. So if you want to see the full video of my nails, go and watch my video tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next one. Bye bye.
Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. picture so perfect we play through, only cause you set up the angle. Web that you weave got us tangled, caught in what's before